Good morning, campers. Let's do a reading. I want to start from describing the energy that I'm feeling. So, you know, immediately this is your reading because I'm tapping into someone who's very creative, very seductive, very artistic. Maybe you actually are an artist. I'm hearing as well this gypsy soul, you know, like you walk your own paths, like you have your own ways. This very mysterious energy as well, but very boho, very artistic again, right? And I feel like something happened recently in your life that you associate with awakening. I'm hearing you met someone that you think that this is like a destined connection, something that change your life. So let's tap into it. Let's jump right in. Let's see what's going on in your situation, and then we're gonna see where we're gonna go with this, right? So whether we're gonna do like more of a love reading. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Broke ass, so maybe you're struggling with money recently. I was also, they're showing me like this indigenous women, like, so maybe you have like that's this gypsy soul, but maybe you have like connection to your ancestors, or you like those kind of things. It's like you like being connected to I'm hearing grandmother as well. Maybe you're someone, it's like you wear your grandmother's jewelry, you always loved to listen like to old stories. It just came to my mind. Let's see what else. Uninterested. Uninterested. Forcerer, you force things, forcing their way, forcerer. Let's see. I'm gonna do 5. Healing heart. Healing heart and key on the ring. String along, one night stand, unconventional. To be honest, I feel like that broadcast is just a detail, right? I feel like this is just a detail, and then the rest sort of lines up. This is what I'm hearing. You would definitely feel a bit heartbroken. Maybe not even a bit. Maybe even more. I'm hearing. With that last one, this one maybe. Okay, let me take a step back. This collective, you definitely met someone that you felt very intense connection with. I'm hearing there has been intimacy. For some of you, it might have been one night stand, and then literally this person took off, or you never, even if you like spoke for a while, you never got to be intimate again. But this may just be just for some of you, right? Generically speaking, this would be relatively new connection. And I feel, because of how you're feeling, this is this forcer. It's like you're trying to force things a little bit, right? Maybe I'm hearing you're not even recognizing yourself, because remember what we said, that you're this very free flowing spirit, walking your own paths, and now you suddenly met someone that is causing whole loads of emotions within you, and different emotions. And I feel like either it's your perception, or it's actually the situation. We're gonna tap into that, but it would seem like this person is not as interested as you are. So you're pushing things a little bit. Let's see. Broadcast. Reflecting. I'm actually hearing with this, I was more looking at his aura and his looks and the vibe of this card. I was actually looking in between jobs, figuring yourself out. So maybe that's a detail for you. Or maybe you are actually an artist, or like a freelance, someone that doesn't have this financial stability, right? That's what I'm hearing. The butterfly. The butterfly. Paradise. Grounding and backstabbing. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like whoever is it that you're connected to, you would feel like you've never felt like this before. Like this is your beautiful person, true soul connection, destined connection. Maybe you feel like it's paradise. This is why you're forcing it. Maybe you're not understanding why this person is not feeling the way you're feeling. Maybe you're thinking, if I feel that way, they have to feel this way as well. But there's definitely been some sort of a backstabbing, some sort of a disappointment. So I feel like it might have been that this person ghosted you, or they just disappeared. Maybe things happen, things have been said that suggested that it's off for a good start. I'm hearing maybe things happened as well very quickly. So you ended up being heartbroken. I do feel like you're trying. I want to do another. Like you're trying to ground this energy. Like you're trying to, make it make sense. Coffin, new beginnings, liberation, tragic endings. But that's on top of that. That's on top of that broke ass. So maybe you actually, there is some energy of new beginning. So whatever is happening, it's going to put you on a trajectory towards a completely new beginning. Remember, endings and beginnings, they don't happen from one day to another. Sometimes it's a phase when we're ending certain things. And for some of us, this moment, because you definitely are on a pivotal moment of your life, it feels like really switching from physical karma to spiritual karma. So many things may be ending. So with that, what we were saying for your job, maybe you recently lost a job, or you lost, I'm hearing, a contract that you were hoping for. Right. Partying. Oh my god, I look at these two cards. They both have, what do they call this hairstyle? What's it called? Help me out. Like dreadlocks? That's how it's called. Maybe you have these. I'm hearing you might have met this person at a party, or like for like partying with friends. Separation. Yeah, so you wouldn't be connected. Yes, you wouldn't be dating this person right now. All right, and we have healthier choices and teddy bear. Interested in you, wanting to date. Maybe you've met on a festival. I'm just hearing. Like this, like those situations that it's a lot of partying, a lot of fun, you meeting someone. That may just be a detail for some of you, but that's what I was hearing. That, and even if it wasn't a festival, it was like this moment of, it really felt like an escape with this person. So maybe you spent a couple of days even, or weeks, very romantic together, very sort of a teddy bear kind of love, romantic, and maybe they even gifted you a teddy bear, but then there was this backstabbing. But in your heart, you would really want a happy ending with this person. You would really want to. We have giving money at the bottom of the deck. There's something about money. Maybe you've given this person money, and they disappeared. Maybe you've given someone else money. There's something about loss of money. You would it's don't make this fit, because it's an important detail. You wouldn't be feeling very I'm seeing number 36, so maybe that's important. 36. Maybe you are 36 or 27, I just heard as well. You wouldn't be feeling very financially stable right now. All right, let's do you. Let's maybe see your energy. Let's maybe see your energy. Although I feel like you would be more interested in how is this person feeling towards you? What's going on with this person? Unbothered. I want to pull a couple of these oracles for you, and then maybe we will tap into the energy of this person. The energy of this person, how they feeling about you. Okay, let's pull you a couple of these for maybe a generic message, because I was drawn to these. I rarely use these. Sun God. Because they're very gypsy, sort of a I'm hearing this, maybe this person is a bit older than you are. Okay, we have Sun God. Come all, come now, expand into the skies and into the shadows below. Solar plexus, I am hearing some sort of an activation. We have Rowan. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. Growth. Inside myself, I saw beauty with wounds, which speaks of my immortality in the expansive eternal song, softly blowing in spirit. Indulgence. This is the reason I wanted to do these oracles. Like I said, I rarely use these. You are worthy. Every desire, every dream, demand what is yours, demand what you need. Fear not, you're protected and growth. I'm also like looking at maybe your person had like this sort of a beard kind of a vibe, and I don't know, it's like I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'm hearing though a little bit of superficial spirituality as well. So maybe this person, oh my God, we're going to tap into the energy of this person, but I'm hearing a bit of a fraud. I'm hearing a bit of a mask. So maybe they wanted to win you over and they were pretending to be who they're actually not. So maybe they were trying to fit into your vibes, right? So maybe you are, I don't want to say spiritual, because if you watch me, you would know that there's so much shallow levels spirituality. I feel you would think that you're spiritual, but unfortunately, I don't mean to trigger you, but I feel this is more about chakras and crystals and festivals and, you know, living in alignment with your spirit and your ancestors. But in reality, spirituality is about shadow work, is about deep reflection, is about understanding that we are not humans that have spirit, but spirit that has a human, and that spirit comes here, our soul comes here to learn lessons, not just, you know, enjoy and be I feel whatever's happening, it's happening for a reason. It's happening for your growth. It's happening for you to actually become and understand what it means to be spiritual, right? That it's not about, again, playing guitar and going on festivals and being this free spirit, gypsy kind of soul, but it's about understanding the lessons that your soul wanted to learn. It's about growth. It's about improvement. There is no spirituality without shadow work. And I say this all the time. There's so much this surface level spirituality about sage and yoga and retreats, but in reality, spirituality is about connecting to your higher self, connecting to your soul, is healing your body, healing your human, healing your armor. All right. I want to do your energy too, okay? I want to do your energy too, because I feel like this collective, you will need shadow work. You will need self-reflection. Whatever whatever reason was that this person, you know, was shown to you and you had this experience, is because for a lesson for you to show you something, to awaken you to something. But let's see, let's start from this person. Let's ask, what's the energy of this person? I'm sort of guided to pull few of these. This is my oracle for masculine, for divine masculine. So let's do 3. And then we're going to see what's the energy of this person. Too many. No, spirits. What you're made of. What you're made of. Karma, baby. I am hearing karmic connection. Behind the mask. Confirmation. Manipulations at the bottom of the deck. What you're made of. The what you're made of cards talks about, let me read through this real quick. From early childhood, whenever we are faced with pain, traumas, disappointments, or fears, our ego starts to build a subconscious mechanism of behaviors to help us to avoid further harm. This seems like a wise and logical defense, but in reality, it disconnects us from our soul. We no longer approach life from a place of love and purpose, but we start acting from a place of fear and avoidance, which ultimately takes away our freedom. Examine your armor carefully, identify your wounds, ask yourself what parts of life my life are built on fear. What I'm hearing with this person's energy right off the bat with these 3 cards, and I was hearing this before, that they are wearing a bit of a mask. Now, before I move forward with explaining you what I'm hearing, I want you to understand, and I say this all the time in my readings, people are, very quick to judge and put labels on others. This person is a narcissist, this person is egoistic, this person is this person, blah, 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 right? I'm not even going to say that something within you attracted this energy, because it's always us. That's the key of shadow work, understanding that it's always us. But what's important for you to understand now, that when we truly are spiritual and awakened, and when we truly heal, we start to understand that whatever this person appears to be, we don't know their story. I feel like whatever they did, right? So we do have avoidance in this card as well. So I am hearing that this person left this relationship, this connection, not in the nicest way. So either they literally ghosted you and disappeared, or they, you lend this person some money and then they disappeared. Or maybe they even, communicated to you, sent you a message that they don't want to pursue this relationship. But either way, it wasn't done in the most mature and the most sensitive way. But it always comes from a place of armor. I'm hearing that this person has quite a bit of a baggage, right? So they're not wearing a mask because they're this evil, manipulator, and it's a defense mechanism. It's a pattern, and it's something that as we go through our own healing and our own shadow work, we start to understand. It's not an excuse, okay? It's not an excuse. I'm not saying that you're supposed to, accept people like that in your energy, but release with love. Okay, so instead of judging you this and that and egoistic, narcissistic, it's like, you're not for me. I love myself more to accept this, okay, brother? So peace out. But let's tap into the energy. I want to do one more. Hold on. I'm guided to do one more. And we're going to have 4, and then we're going to do tarot. We have Go Hermit. I feel like this is a bit of a, there is no ghost in this deck, although there should be. But I feel this is a bit of a, this person is not, whether they themselves know it or not, I think that they know it, they just don't understand why. But they're not for a relationship right now. I think they knew this from the very beginning. All right. Let's see. Give me the energy of this person. Who they are. Show me who they are. Let's do 4, and then we're gonna maybe check their intentions. Most of them are face down, which suggests that they wouldn't really be disclosing their energy. Alright. Alright, we have 8 of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. Not the nicest energy, to be honest. 5 of Cups. There's definitely sadness within this person. There's definitely baggage, heavy baggage, okay? So maybe it's something that obviously in a short connection you're not aware of, or maybe you haven't talked about this, that this person is far away from being vulnerable and from being, you know, someone who openly talks about their life and their experiences, so you wouldn't know this, but they have a lot of baggage. They have very thick armor, very guarded, very no place for vulnerability, like I said. I'm hearing victim of fate, so they would be also very much I am hearing a bit of a lack mentality. Wearing a mask always comes from lack mentality, whether people realize this or not. If we wear a mask, if we are afraid to show people the real us, who we really are, it's because we don't accept ourselves. We ourselves don't like ourselves. This is why people create, you know, these personas to be likable. This is exactly what I feel it happened with this person. So you were talking, you were getting to know each other, and you felt like it was so relatable because maybe they seem to have similar experiences and similar, you know, passions, but in reality, who knows how much of that was true. I'm also hearing quite stubborn as well. But with that Ace of Coins, I am hearing that, you know, I don't like to say these things. It's tricky when it happens in collectives, because I always say this to you guys. True tarot readers are healers, okay? There's a lot of charlatans out there, but true tarot leaders are awakened channels, mediums, and this is just our tool, okay, that we use to help you to connect to your higher self, to connect to your inner guru, to truly connect to your spirit and become truly spiritual, right? So if you're one of those people that you're just gonna, you know, take whatever I said in a collective, never ever come on session and just base, you know, your future and your connection on collectives, it's a dangerous thing to say for what I'm about to say, because people who are wounded, and you have to accept that you are in wounded energy, right? There are things for you to heal as well. We're going to tap into your energy as well in a moment. The people who are wounded, they often, you know, hear what they want to hear. They're often in some sort of a denial. So what I was about to say is that this person actually is a beautiful person. They have a beautiful soul. So someone who is wounded would hear, okay, this person has a beautiful soul, so when they return, I'm going to accept them. No! No. Beautiful soul is irrelevant when it's surrounded by a thick armor and a strong baggage. Because until this person heals, this beautiful soul will be irrelevant, right? And by connecting to people like that, you're only creating karma. But I feel they were part of your karmic lesson. There is something in the situation. Again, if you're truly, when people are on a fence, and this is what we do on this channel, this is what I specialize in: soul connections, helping people to understand, is this my soul connection, is this my karmic, is this my soulmate, is this my twin soul, what is this, right? So people who really want to believe something, no matter how strongly I would say this to you, you wouldn't believe it. This is why I always say, if you're really on the fence, go and get a private reading. If you're guided to get a private reading with me, link is in my bio. You can book a session through my website. But for this collective, if everything that I said resonated, for this collective, this person is your karmic connection. No matter how you feel right now, it's your karmic connection that came into your life to teach you a lesson. I'm strongly hearing this. Right now, they're not someone for any kind of happy relationship. They're too much in their shadows. They're too much in their woundings. I'm also sensing, I don't feel like you felt this because of this mask, but I'm also sensing very negative energy. Negative energy, this energy, people can really do this. People can have a lot of unhealed trauma and unhealed darkness, right, within them. But they appear to be very, very joyful and very energetic, very happy. So maybe this person even was presenting like this, like, ha ha ha, he he he, and, very, very energetic. Let's do this, let's do this. A very jokester, very, like one of those people that's so positive, and you would have fun with this person all the time. But in reality, behind that mask, there is just, like those doomsday people that always see the very pessimistic, very negative thoughts, very worse and everything, bit of a drama queen as well. Controlling, I'm hearing as well. Not the nicest energy. Let's see. I want to ask. I do want to ask how they feel about the situation, their intentions. Let's ask their intentions. Let's ask their intentions. Knight of Wands. Listen, okay? I'm not sure whether you're new into the world of tarot. Not that I'm pulled something that I haven't said before. But in a connection, when we ask, especially when it's a male, when we ask for intention of a man, okay, last thing we want to see is the Knight of Wands. You know what that wand is? It's just this charmer that will say anything, do anything to get you into intimacy. Not to say it in any other way. That's the intention. What's the intention? Oh my God. This just gets better and better. We have the Tower. We have the Tower. That's on top of that karma. And I'm hearing there is something about money. There is something about money, okay? So really be honest with yourself. And listen, I will say this only once. When we talk about soul connections, if this is the first video that you're watching on this channel, you just have to freaking trust me. I'm an expert on soul connections. When we talk about soul connections, your true twin soul or your true soulmate, they will never, in this very shallow way, they may do things that will hurt you. Sometimes we have karma with our soul connections, things happen. But this is one indication when it comes to money, they will never steal money from you or take money from you or leave you. This is an indication, karmic. Only karmic connections are capable to drain someone financially.